Deed Kazwara. No matter what Deed Kazwara does with his life, it's easy to see why he will never be able to escape the nickname of Tree Man. The warts that started to develop all over his body began after Deed scraped his knee. He was then diagnosed with Lewandowski-Lutz dysplasia. As you can imagine, he's gone through numerous surgeries to try and remove the warts in an attempt to live a normal life and pursue his passion of carpentry. Sadly though, Deed passed away back in February of 2016. Yu Zhenhuan. When it comes to facial and body hair, every man's got his own battles to face. Some men may not be able to grow a beard to save their life, while others may constantly be whipping out the razor. Yet for Yu Zhenhuan it'd take a lot more than a razor to manage his intense body hair. The hairiest man in the world, Yu at one point had 96% of his entire body covered in hair. The condition allegedly started when he was only 2 years old. Yu has turned to various laser hair removal surgeries to help allow him to live a normal life. In an ideal world, Yu wants to be a rock star. Rolf Buchholz. Do you have a piercing? How did you feel about it beforehand? If you needed someone to talk to, perhaps look no further than Rolf Buchholz, who just happens to be the most pierced man in the entire world. So much so, that he has over 100 piercings on his face and body. As you can imagine, it's quite the sight to see, meaning Rolf has been able to make a career out of making special guest appearances. I hope you aren't planning to see him in Dubai though, as the man was denied entry the last time he tried to enter the country. Given that he is also tattooed all over his body, you can imagine Rolf would have been quite the sight to see. Chandrabahadur Dangi. When you think of what life would be like as a little person, your mind may go to Mini-Me. Yet Chandrabahadur Dangi would even have to look up to him. Chandra is the world's shortest man, at a height of only 1 foot, 9.5 inches. It's hard to imagine, but Chandra was living a normal life when a wood contractor noticed him in his village and decided it would be worth telling the local media. As you may have guessed, Chandra was diagnosed with primordial dwarfism. Let's hope he didn't have any aspirations to play basketball. Gary Turner. Gary must have just been goofing around like a typical 3-year-old when he realized that his skin was incredibly stretchy. So much so, that it drew the attention of his friends and family. Turner was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which essentially means that he has weaker skin that is more flexible than that of an average person. Not quite as cool as Mr. Fantastic, but at least he'd always have a place in a carnival.